In 1952, American audiences were introduced to the groundbreaking documentary television series Victory at Sea. This documentary utilized archival combat footage to portray the Allies' victory in the Second World War. Produced during the early years of the Cold War, this would prove to be one of the most influential series on the Second World War in American history. Upon first glance, the use of archival footage tends to bring about the ideas of historical neutrality as well as authenticity. However, this series is more than just a mere historical compilation. Through the use of orchestral score done by Richard Rodgers, the authoritative narrative, as well as the careful editing of archival film, Victory at Sea constructs a heroic and unified narrative of not only American victory, but also of American naval dominance. Rather than simply documenting history, this series shapes how we in the United States remember that history. One of the best ways that this documentary goes about influencing how we remember history is through the use of its powerful music. Instead of allowing the footage to simply speak for itself, the series offers dramatic orchestration which transforms this combat footage into something of a true epic.
But the ritual of launching takes its disciplined course, as precise and ordered as a ballet.
What stands out about this sequence is not just the imagery of the ships and the aircraft, but how well the score actually influences your emotions. This music elevates this documentary into something more of a drama. The silent wartime footage, which was originally shot for operational or for record-keeping purposes, is transformed into something of an epic. The neutral storytelling that we first thought of at the glance is pushed to the side, with the music instead directly impacting the emotional response. Rather than feeling neutral, we can feel almost as if victory is certain, where American power is righteous feeling. In this way, the music is a very persuasive tool, shaping not only our memory, but also enhancing the storytelling. Music is only one part of what makes Victory at Sea such a powerful documentary. Another is its powerful, authoritative narration, which tries to form the war as in terms of moral and strategic terms. Listen closely in this next clip, how the language is able to simplify overall complex global conflict into a simple narration of aggression and response.
With the European powers locked in a war of survival, America's Pacific Fleet is the major obstacle to Japanese domination of Asia and the Pacific. The ruling militarists hatch a faithful plan to eliminate the obstacle. Sink the United States Navy.
The narration in Victory at Sea adopts a style often referred to as the voice of God. This is to say that it's calm and commanding, and it's unquestionable. There's no competing interpretations, there's no historians debating strategy, and there's no alternative perspectives offered. It is giving you the interpretation that is correct, and it is doing so with total confidence in itself. This is important to consider in the early context of the Cold War when the documentary was produced. The United States found itself looking down an ideological conflict. A simplified and morally certain depiction of World War II reinforced natural unity and confidence in American military strength. This documentary is not just a record of historical events, it's something that is constructing a usable past for Americans to rally behind. Perhaps one of the most compelling features of Victory at Sea is its use of archival footage. The images themselves carry an undeniable historical weight, but even authentic footage gains meaning through careful editing.
Ranging far,
Sweeping wide, American warships venture deep into the Central Pacific. Bigger, faster, mightier carriers are the core of the task force destined to destroy the Japanese Empire. Around the carriers, the battleships are ringed. Around the battleships, the cruisers. Around the cruisers, destroyers. It is autumn, 1943. Radically new tactics are the United States Navy's answer to the challenge of World War II.
These images are real. The ships firing these guns are real. The aircraft are actually out and flying missions. Yet the sequence is very carefully constructed. It's arranged in a way as to suggest strategic coherence and a steady advancement. The chaos, the hesitation, and uncertainty of combat are all minimized. Editing creates narrative order. By selecting certain images and certain clips, triumphant launches, combined maneuvers, and successful strikes, the series emphasizes competence as well as presenting an invincibility of American might. The result is a polished memory of the war, and not the fragmented experience of those who lived it. The accumulation of these different aspects of Victory at Sea, from the music, the narration, and the editing of archival footage, all come together to create a powerful portrayal of American sea power. We see clips of aircraft carriers, great large battleships, submarines, and fleets dominating the screen. And in this final clip, we can see it all come together to present not just a tool of war, but of a total dominance of a decisive force behind victory.
'Tis not to come. If it be not to come, it will be now. If it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all. The fleet is ready. But one method, and only one, can stop the kamikaze. Shoot him down before he has a chance to crash himself against a ship. American pilots pit courage and skill against the self-destroying frenzy of the Japanese.
The culmination of the powerful orchestral score, the clever editing of wartime archival footage, and the authoritative narration in the style of Voice of God are what combine to make Victory at Sea one of the most powerful and enduring World War II documentaries to this very day.